The Vornax Vortex. Chapter 1. The Watchers. We have always been here, quiet, distant, but never detached. The night sky hums with the subtle energy of our presence, hidden in plain sight. We watch Earth from above, our attention focused on the shifting patterns of human behavior, the ebb and flow of their civilizations, and the quiet pulse of the planet's ancient energy lines. For many thousand years, we have protected them from the threats they could not even name, and in return they are none the wiser. But time is running out. The veil between our worlds is thinning, and humanity's blind stumbling towards the stars has not gone unnoticed. We have grown closer than ever before. The sky crackles with the echoes of our battles just beyond the range of their senses. Their governments scramble, covering the wreckage of fallen ships with lies, with half-truths that don't begin to explain the full reality of what surrounds them. Yet they know, deep down, they know something is coming. We are not hiding anymore. The humans call them conspiracy theories, whispers of Roswell, Area 51, secret bases and sightings in the desert. But every crash, every encounter brings us closer. Now, our ships hover silently above their atmosphere, invisible to their crude technologies. We see everything. The wars they wage, the lands they hunger for, the conflict that burns in their hearts. We have waited, protected, watched, but soon we will step forward. We cannot wait much longer. The ancient energy portals hum beneath the Earth's surface, drawing power from the planet's very core. We've maintained them for centuries, keeping the delicate balance intact, but even they are beginning to falter, needing repairs and expansion. If we are to save this planet, if we are to help humanity reach its full potential, the time to act is now. For in 3 years, the window for our collaboration will open. It will be humanity's first step towards the stars, or their final misstep into darkness. We do not wish to see them fail, not like the others who came before. The humans are on the brink of something extraordinary, but they must first understand they are not alone. We are here, watching, waiting, and we are getting closer. Chapter 2. Unveiling. Beneath the surface of Earth's politics, something far greater is stirring. In dimly lit government halls, where power is brokered behind closed doors, they whisper of us, the Watchers. We are spoken of in riddles and rumors, our existence denied yet persistently questioned. A handful of leaders know the truth, or at least fragments of it, carefully guarded in sealed files buried deep within forgotten vaults. They have sought to uncover our secrets, hoping to wield our technologies as weapons of control. But they do not understand the danger that lies in their ignorance. Every attempt they make to reverse engineer our fallen ships only brings them closer to disaster. They do not see the threads connecting the strange sightings in the sky, the unexplained power surges near ancient sites, or the sudden appearances of unfamiliar craft in their atmosphere. Roswell was not an accident, nor were the encounters that followed. Each crash, each contact has been a consequence of battles far beyond their understanding, a war they are not yet ready to fight. But there will have to be. 3 other alien races have been watching Earth too, waiting, biding their time. And unlike us, they do not seek collaboration. They seek control. These malevolent forces lurk in the shadows, their presence felt in the flickers of strange lights in the sky, in the unexplained disappearances, and in the unshakable fear that has gripped certain human leaders. We know they are coming, just as we have known for millennia, and it is this very knowledge that has kept us from stepping forward into the light. For every time we prepare to reveal ourselves, the threat of invasion looms closer, forcing us to divert our attention to Earth's defense. There is much to protect. Thousands of energy portholes that sustain not just our connections to this planet, but the balance of its very existence. Should they fall into the wrong hands, Earth would become a battleground far worse than anything humans have ever known. The portals must be secured, but there are cracks in the facade of secrecy that humanity's governments have built. Even as they plead with us to remain hidden, to wait until they are ready for us, their grasp is slipping, the sightings grow more frequent, the crashes more visible, the public more curious. And there are among them scientists, researchers, and even civilians who are beginning to see beyond the veil. People like Dr. Elara Quinn. For years, she has been gathering data, tracking the anomalies, piecing together the puzzle that her superiors insist does not exist. She is one of the few who knows the truth, though even she cannot yet comprehend its full magnitude. Her work, quietly suppressed by government officials, is about to break through the layers of disinformation that have kept humanity in the dark for so long. Elara stands on the cusp of discovery, unaware that her life is about to change forever. Chapter 3. The First Ripples. Dr. Elara Quinn was accustomed to strange data. As a scientist in the field of anomalous energy studies, she had seen her fair share of peculiar readings from sites across the globe. But this was different. For months, the numbers had been shifting, becoming more erratic, and it wasn't just one location. Energy hotspots across the planets were beginning to surge in ways that defied her calculations. At first, she had tried to explain it away, perhaps a new form of tectonic activity or a previously unknown natural phenomenon. But the deeper she dug, the clearer it became that something was interfering with Earth's energy in ways no natural force could. Her research had led her to a discovery long buried by governments. Hidden energy portholes scattered across the globe, ancient and enigmatic. What she didn't yet know was that her findings echoed an age-old battle in the stars, one that had now reached a critical juncture. While Elara examined her latest readings, far above Earth, in a cold expanse of space, a silent war raged. Invisible to the human eye, our ships clashed with those of the Vornax, hovering just beyond Earth's atmosphere. We had been here before, thousands of times. For every porthole that sustained Earth, there was a force that sought to exploit it, to drain its energy for their own purposes. The malevolent ones were cunning. They were always waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And with Earth's governments distracted by their own internal struggles, that moment was approaching. "We must act soon," one of us said, observing the subtle flickers of energy from the portals below. Another nodded. "If we delay, they will gain a foothold. Earth's defenses are weaker than ever." But we knew the dangers of acting too soon. Earth's humanity was not ready for the full truth. Their leaders, those who held the reins of power, were more focused on the remnants of our technology, trying to reverse engineer it for war. They were not concerned with the subtle energy fluctuations that Dr. Quinn was seeing. They were blind to the larger picture, but not her. Dr. Elara Quinn, whether she realized it or not, had become a key figure in this unfolding crisis. Her mind, sharp and curious, was the first in decades to see beyond the static of misinformation. She had pieced together fragments of the truth, and the ripples of her discovery were beginning to spread. Sitting in her small lab, Elara stared at the readouts in front of her. A pulse, a hum beneath the Earth's surface. It was faint, but growing stronger. The ancient sites, the pyramids, Stonehenge, places she hadn't thought relevant until now, were aligning, connected by invisible threads of energy. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard, hesitating. If she reported this, would anyone even believe her? Her previous attempts to bring her research to light had been met with skepticism, buried under layers of bureaucracy. And yet she knew she was onto something far bigger than she had ever imagined. As Elara contemplated her next move, another surge pulled through the energy grid, a disruption caused by the ongoing battle in the skies above. It was enough to make her stop, her eyes widening as the readings spiked dramatically. Something was happening, and we were watching closely. In the silence of space, we could feel the tension building. The Vornax were drawing closer, their ships circling like predators waiting for their prey to weaken. And yet, below us on Earth, the flickers of hope were growing stronger. Dr. Quinn was part of that hope. She didn't know it yet, but her discoveries were beginning to unravel a hidden truth that had been guarded for millennia. And soon, the first contact would be made. But would humanity be ready? There are 17 chapters in my book, and 5 books in the complete series. So far, you have lived through the first 3 chapters of the first book. The stage has been set and your imagination has been set on fire. Now, I invite you to do each of the following. Firstly, make use of the comment sections below and write down your feelings, your emotions right now. Then, like the video and subscribe to my channel, remembering to click on the notification bell. And finally, below you will find the link to the illustrated ebook. I invite you to click on it and get your own copy of this book. You will discover that it too, just like the video, has been created with an artistic difference. Enjoy it and revel in the experiences awaiting you within its pages.